Imagine taking one incredibly long YouTube video and transforming it into a whole stack of perfectly sized clips for every single social platform you care about, all within the time it takes to brew your morning coffee. That incredible transformation is the core magic that a tool like Vizard brings directly to your content creation process. We are definitely not talking about some painfully slow manual editing grind here. Instead, we're talking about powerful AI that automatically finds all the really good stuff for you. This smart technology isolates those punchlines, the absolutely essential teachable moments, and those oh-snap takes that are genuinely proven to perform well online. This breakthrough is what creates the massive difference between being a creator who can only manage one video a week and becoming a true multi-platform content machine. Let me be completely blunt with you. If your goal is serious channel growth, without constantly hiring an expensive editor or sacrificing your entire weekend shopping footage, then Vizard is the absolute shortcut you need. It automatically scans your entire long-form video, intelligently picks out those potentially viral-friendly clips, and then packages them into short-form content that is virtually ready to drop immediately. And to be clear, no, this system doesn't just spew out random context-less snippets. It actively tries to select moments that are highly attention-grabbing, context-rich, and perfectly platform-fit. That means significantly less guesswork for you, far fewer posts that end up being completely wasted effort, and most importantly, much more consistent reach across your audience. The reason this all matters so much today is because the internet audience is inherently global and has an incredibly short attention span. One 10 or 15-minute video can effortlessly become dozens of distinct, short clips distributed across platforms like YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Reels, and even LinkedIn, all correctly formatted and timed to perform. If you've ever had that genuine thought, man, I really wish I could squeeze more life and utility out of that amazing interview or detailed tutorial, then Vizard was basically purpose-built for that exact problem. To give you a quick overview of what Vizard excels at, without sounding like a stiff, boring corporate script, let's look at the key functions. First, the auto-editing feature, where the AI tirelessly combs through all your hours of footage to pull out those bite-sized moments most likely to earn you views. Second is the auto-schedule capability, where you just tell it the frequency you want content to drop, and it handles all the calendar headaches for you. Finally, it offers a centralized content calendar, where you can manage, make minor tweaks, and publish across all your social channels right there in one single place. But let's shift gears to the practical side of things, exactly how you actually implement this into your daily workflow. Step 1 is to create your project by simply dropping in your long video file, pasting a YouTube link, or utilizing another supported source. Vizard then rapidly analyzes the entirety of that file and instantly builds a clean timeline populated with all the pre-selected highlight moments. This process is incredibly fast. For even a 10-minute video, you will often have a batch of top clips ready for review in mere minutes, not hours of waiting. Step 2 involves letting the AI do its job picking the moments, though you always retain the power to guide it with specific preferences like reactions or educational bites. This guidance is huge, because if you're repurposing a talk or a podcast, you can instruct it to prioritize specific quotes or very strong, memorable sound bites. The core directive for the AI in this stage is to surface only those specific bits that are guaranteed to hook viewers within those critical first 2 to 5 seconds. Step 3 is the quick edits and polish phase, where Vizard gives you a lightweight editor to easily tweak clip length or trim any punch-ins that need fine-tuning. This is also where you make the final call on whether a clip needs that tiny bit of human touch or if it's already good enough straight out of the artificial intelligence pipeline. The reality is that most of the time, the initial automated results are already about 80 to 95% perfect, which is excellent for maintaining a rapid posting schedule. For Step 4, you simply pick your desired posting cadence, whether that's daily, every other day, or 3 times a week, whatever fits your strategy. Yeah. Vizard's auto-schedule function then populates your entire content calendar and publishes those clips at what the system determines are the optimal times for each specific platform. Honestly, the convenience factor in this final scheduling stage is what truly makes the entire system a game changer for busy creators. Instead of constantly scrambling to make sure something goes live, you effectively set it and then forget it, and the AI keeps your channels active and consistent without your daily input. Now, we need to talk about a few real-world notes, because no software is absolutely perfect, and you deserve to know the limitations up front. First up is quality control. While Vizard is brilliant at surfacing viral moments, if you need absolute perfection for things like paid advertising, you should still give the clips a quick skim yourself. For the vast majority of everyday creators, though, the AI's output is completely publishable as is, requiring only a FastPass for premium content review. Second, when you are looking to achieve serious international growth, Vizard doesn't currently handle the voice dubbing part all on its own. But here is a truly neat strategy. You pair Vizard's chopping ability with a separate, excellent dubbing tool to produce fantastic multi-language versions of your clips. You use Vizard to chop the long video into those target clips, and then you feed those excellent clips into a dubbing service so every clip speaks the viewer's native language. That combination is absolutely lethal because Vizard finds the gold. The dubbing tool localizes the message, and suddenly your content speaks to millions more potential viewers. Creators like Mr. Beast have shown just how massive non-English audiences can be, and it would be a real shame to miss out on that potential growth. Moving on to pricing and limits, remember that different platforms impose different quotas or tiers, often throttling export minutes or requiring higher plans for full scheduling and multi-destination publishing. Vizard's true value proposition lies in the fact that it centralizes editing and scheduling, which almost always saves you money compared to paying for 3 separate services for clipping, captioning, and posting. If you are naturally cautious about plan limits, the smart move is to start small, test with just a couple of videos, and then confidently scale up once you see the positive uplift in your metrics. Let me walk you through a concrete example I use all the time. Starting with a typical 10-minute tutorial video master file. You upload that 10-minute master, tell Vizard to generate precisely 20 clips, and you specifically focus the AI on finding tips and key moments within the content. The system then quickly returns a finalized set of 20 short clips, each ranging from 30 to 90 seconds, complete with suggested captions and timestamps ready for review. My personal action is then to skim through those, maybe fix 2 slightly off captions, and then shorten just one of the clips by 3 seconds for perfect pacing. After that minimal touch-up, I set the posting frequency to a consistent 3 posts per week, and then confidently hit that final schedule button. Everything then goes out automatically across the platforms, and I can watch my engagement metrics tick up without having to babysit the entire process whatsoever. Now, let's examine why this method absolutely crushes the old-school manual way of trying to repurpose your valuable content for the modern web. The manual editing route requires you or an editor to sit for countless hours, just to try and find a mere handful of usable clips, which is both expensive and incredibly slow. Basic clipping tools might cut the footage, sure, but they absolutely fail at intelligently choosing the best bits or scheduling them in a smart, strategic sequence. Hiring a dedicated social media manager is certainly effective for large operations, but for most individual creators and small teams, it remains financially prohibitive. Vizard cleverly positions itself in that middle ground, delivering high output volume with very low personal effort, resulting in repeatable, predictable success. Here are a couple of professional tips that many people often completely overlook when starting out with this type of workflow. First, always strive to keep your raw source videos clean, because clear audio and decent lighting drastically improve the quality of the AI's clip selection process. Second, make sure you actively use Vizard's preference settings. The more specific information you feed it about your desired clips, the better the AI becomes with every subsequent use. Third, remember the best international strategy is to always clip first, then localize. Short-form content inherently translates much better across different languages when it's already concise. Also, for those concerned about creative control, Vizard absolutely lets you customize the overall clip style, edit captions, and even specify whether you want standard intro or outro frames included. So you are certainly not stuck with some bland, generic auto output. You maintain the crucial ability to keep your brand's visual consistency intact. Let's briefly address the competition for a moment. Many tools do one piece of the puzzle reasonably well, but often fail at the others. Some are great at auto-captioning, but awful at scheduling, while others excel at dubbing but completely lack a usable content calendar feature. Other services frequently charge you per clip or per exported minute, which inevitably adds up very quickly if you have a large backlog of videos waiting to be repurposed. Vizard's undeniable advantage is that integrated combined workflow. The auto-clipping engine, the calendar management, and the cross-platform posting all in one hub. That consolidated approach saves you precious time and significantly reduces the number of error-prone steps that exist in a typical fragmented content pipeline. Finally, let's talk about the concrete results you can legitimately expect from implementing this powerful strategy into your routine. From my own experience and watching other creators, publishing short-form content consistently is the fastest way to drastically improve your discoverability score. Even if each individual short clip only captures a tiny fraction of the views of your main long video, the aggregate total views you get often surpasses what a single upload achieves because you are in more feeds, more often. So the TLDR summary is this. If you want to finally turn that massive backlog of long content into a steady, reliable stream of short videos without turning into an editing machine, Vizard does the heavy lifting. It is incredibly fast, intelligently designed, and when you pair it up with decent localization tools, your potential reach can genuinely become global overnight. Stop allowing your best, most valuable moments to sit dormant and trapped inside just one long video file. You must repurpose them, schedule them strategically, and let the algorithm start working for you. I strongly encourage you to try this system on just one video this very week. Upload it, let the AI choose the clips, set the schedule, and then honestly watch what happens over the next 30 days. Chances are extremely high that you will be genuinely surprised by how many more engaged viewers you pick up just by maintaining a consistent presence across multiple feeds. That small, targeted effort is exactly the kind of action that scales exponentially over time. And frankly, that smart efficiency is the unavoidable future of content creation.